stepping stones in any of the configurations, would you please pick up the phone and give us a call? We would love to hear from you. These are so quick and easy. One of the best ways you can transform the look of your property, create your own pathway, your own walkways, and then you can customize them any way that you want. What you're going to get is you get these brand new, you're the first eyes again to see these. These are our new designs. And what you've got is a full circle and then a little bit larger than a semicircle. And what you do is you lay these outside, right? You get your mixing cement, your mixing concrete, and it'll give you all the directions when you get it. You use our odd job mixing barrel to mix it up, and we'll talk about that in just a sec. And then you pour it in, you smooth it off. You let it set, it only takes a matter of minutes, and then you take the one that you've just used and you move it to the next position, and you fill that one. And then you do the same with the other one, and you just keep following it, and you can create a path, and it's kind of a freeway path. If you just want to use circular, you could do that. If you just want to do, this is actually called the gibbous design. I'm not sure where that comes from, but it is actually the name of this sort of semicircle design. You can utilize that in conjunction. I'm going to have Kristen Barker come out because this is one of our favorite products here at HSN.
It is.
Because it allows us to do something normally would cost you hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars, create your own paths. Now, here's the thing. And you can pick whatever colored concrete mixing cement that you want to fill in there. It is so easy to do. I've done this before. I've used it. It's so much fun. Rather than having a whole crew come out and charge you, $2,000 to build a walkway in your garden, you can do it yourself.
You can do it yourself. I love that. That's why this is included in the HGTV Home Collection. These are really a nice, durable plastic, so you're going to be able to use these season after season. But like Guy said, you can use them together. And gibbous is actually one of the waxing phases of the moon, so that's why we're kind of calling it like a moon shape here. But really nice. They fit together. But I think seeing them kind of
you want to walk over?
You really get the whole picture. And this is so nice because maybe you've been looking for landscaping stones, or maybe you've been looking for stepping stones. We have all different types here. You can have just the plain concrete color. You can add a little bit of dye, and you can put some stepping stones here. We have actually a little paw print. You could do hand prints. So we really allow you to customize these however you'd like. But like Guy said, you're going to take these molds outside. You're just going to find a flat surface, basically anywhere, your front yard, your backyard, and you're going to put these down. You're going to get the odd job mixing barrel. You're going to mix up that Quikrete. You're going to pour it into the molds, and you're going to smooth it out, and you're going to let it set maybe a minute or two, and then when you're done, you're going to take the molds off, and you are going to have these awesome custom stepping stones. And the great thing about this, since you're pouring this mix in, it's going to conform to the ground, so it's going to be nice and even. It's not, sometimes when you step on those stones, they're a little wobbly.
You have to level it all off and all that stuff.
Exactly. That's not going to be the case with this. If you just want to do the circular stepping stone, you can certainly do that. I mean, this looks so cute up to the front up to the front door. You can do this on the side of the house. Maybe you have a little garden, you want to add a little something extra. This is the perfect way to do it. And think about what you could do in an afternoon instead of having, a company come in. Like I said, it's so expensive. Just pour it in there, level it off, wait 2 minutes, take off those molds, and you're going to have beautiful custom stepping stones in seconds.
And then you just go and you just keep, then you line them up again and you do 2 more. If you just want to do the circular ones or just do the moon shape ones, you can do those as well. This is the odd job mixing barrel. I got to tell you, we rarely get this in. It's been really hard to come by.
Yeah.
And what this basically is, it's a barrel. You open it up, and you mix your cement right inside. The handle is on top here, and I can unscrew it. So you put your water and your cement inside, right? And then you close the lid, you twist it shut, and then you just roll it on the ground. That's how it works. You take it, you open it up, right? And then you dump your cement in. That's how easy this is, and then you rinse it out. Everything that you need there, you just got to go to your market and buy the concrete. That's all that you need to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And if you're getting these molds, definitely get the mixing barrel because it's going to make your life so much easier. It's going to make this easy job that much more stress-free. And you can use concrete with these. You can do the mortar mix as well. But I love the fact that you can customize it. You can see all the different colors that we have. So maybe you have some existing pavers that you kind of want to match back to. You can certainly do that. Add the stones in here. Have your kids, have your grandkids help you do it. Put the paw prints in, maybe a hand print, a footprint. Yeah. Great memory, way to customize it.
Shells, because we're here at the beach. If you want to put shells inside there, or if you want to get little pieces of broken, you know, like glass. You can put that in there, you know, like stained glass type stuff, as long as you obviously put them in there nice and deep so there's no rough edges. You can draw on these. You can do whatever you want. It's custom made to your own likes and your own taste. So if you want to, and I want to show everybody, because back behind you, this is one of our other designs, which we also still have available. But this is a pathway that we made using Pathmate. This has been here how long, Kristen?
I think almost 3 years.
3 years.
Maybe a little bit longer. And I think it looks just as good, if not better.
Oh, yeah.
That's the great thing about using a mortar mix or using that quick-drying concrete. It's going to weather so nicely. You're going to get that really high-end, expensive look, but it's not going to cost anywhere near as much money. It's something that you can do yourself. And I think we all take pride in doing those jobs around the house. And you don't have to call someone in. You don't have to wait for someone to come to your house and do it. You can do it yourself. And look how cool these look. I love the new design. I love the semicircle, or the gibbous shape as we're calling it, and I love the full circle. And think about how much, you know, stones are from the store. And sometimes they're not the right size, they're not even on the ground. You pour this in to the mold, you wait 2 minutes, smooth it out, lift the mold up, and it's going to conform perfectly to the ground. It's going to be nice and even. It's going to be nice and stable, and you can have your kids help you do this,
I was just going to say, this is such a nice project to do with your family if you've got little ones, because they will love decorating it. Plus, you know what it is? It's so funny. When we see things that are made for us, we always think, oh, you have to be a specialist. You have to be...
Right.
Look, you got to mix some stuff in a bucket and dump it in a mold, all right? Any kid that has made, you know, the little things in a pie tin, you know, when you put your hand in when you're a little kid, can do this. I mean, there's nothing to it. You simply mix the concrete. You go to, you know, one of the home stores, and there's 1,000 of them out there, and you say, here's what I'm doing. I'm making my own little steps, and I have the molds. I just need some stuff. They either call for mixing concrete or they'll call for cement. It's totally up to you. Either one will work inside here. Mix it up, and then dump it down. And then it literally, quick setting cement takes about 2 minutes to set up, and then you move the molds to the next position. What I love about Odd Job, too, is the fact that you can create any sort of a design that you want as far as the shape of the design. So like the one behind us, by the way, hey, Paul, do we have the item number for that? There it is at the bottom of the screen, and it is 078171. So if you want the do-it-yourself walkway like we have behind us.
And that's the cobblestone.
This is cobblestone. Yep. It also comes in, what's the other one?
The Belgian
block.
Which is a little bit more modular. So I think that you could kind of get maybe a couple different sets, a couple different shapes, depending on where you want to put this in your front yard, in your backyard. Maybe you have that area that is just always muddy. You can't keep it clean. The dog keeps, you know, digging there. This is the perfect thing to do. And I love that you can customize it. I mean, look how cool we have. 3 different colors here. You can put the shells, like I was saying, glass beads. You know, put the date that you moved into your house. Whatever it is, you can do it yourself for a fraction of the cost. I mean, I kind of think of this as making cookies. It's really that easy. This is kind of like a big cookie cutter. You're going to get that Odd Job mixing barrel. You're going to throw the Quikrete in there with the water. You're going to make it a nice soupy consistency, and then you're going to pour it in the mold. You're going to level it off. You're going to wait 2 minutes, and then you're going to take the molds off, and it's going to look fabulous.
Yeah, you grab yourself like a little 2x4 or something. That's all you need. Just a piece of wood that can scrape it off the top, and then you let it set for a couple of minutes, and you move to the next one. You will be so proud of yourself, and you will feel so great when you finish this, because you sit there and you think, it's complicated. There's nothing complicated. It's like I agree with Kristen. It's like baking cookies. It's the same thing. You put the dough in there, like cupcakes, right? And then you just move it to the next one. It sets on its own. You don't have to cook anything, which is nice. It'll just naturally harden. And it finds its way into the ground, so it's solid. You don't have to worry about leveling it out. And then afterwards, you can put either sand or stone dust, or you can put wood chips like we've done here.
Nice
decorative stuff.
Absolutely.
Totally transforms the look of your property.
It really does. And think about, maybe you had, you know, everyone over to your house for the holidays, or maybe it's going to be this, you know, this year is going to be your turn to have people over for Easter and all the birthday parties. Think about the areas of your home when you're walking up to the front door, the thing that people are going to see right off the bat. How does the grass look? How does the walkway look? You just need a little something extra to give it that little oomph, that special detail. This is the way to do it, especially when you get that quick drying cement or mortar mix, if you get the dye to go with it, so it can match back to the color of your house, you know, to the other pavers, to your driveway. It's going to look so high end. But the thing is, it's not going to cost as much, like a little fraction of the cost of pavers.
Well, and not only that, but it's unique. Pavers, you know, the neighbor can get the same color pavers or the same style as you do. I mean, you want to be like everybody else in town. You can do that, but even pavers, to pave a certain area, it's going to cost you hundreds, probably thousands of dollars to do it. It's really expensive. This you can do your own. You can customize it. You know, the kids may have little projects that they want to do around the house. How nice would it be in 3 or 4 years when the kids are grown up for you to still take your friends outside and say, well, that's something our kids did. And, you know, it could be a little circular path around a water fountain. It could be a pathway that goes in between, you know, your driveway and your house. It could be in a garden, just a little walkway in a garden that you can just set it up. You can put whatever you want to put inside there and decorate it. And literally, you can make a pathway in one afternoon. Honestly, because it takes about 2 to 3 minutes to do each one. And if you got the odd job, you can mix up a bunch of concrete. Easily, in a half a day, you could probably put together 20 or 30 of these steps.
Absolutely. And get a couple of sets so you can do even more at one time. And if you just want the stepping stones, if that's all, if you only use the circular mold, you are going to get so much use out of it. And I have to say again, this is very, very stable. It's very sturdy. When you pour in that mix, it's going to conform to the ground, so it's going to be nice and sturdy. But this is something that you're really going to get credit for. They're going to weather beautifully. And it's going to make all the difference. The front yard, the backyard, you're going to really enjoy it.
Now, this barrel, I want to talk about, can I talk about that for 2 seconds, Paul?